Hi friends, this is Ramakrishna. I have been training students for different various MBA entrance exams like CAT, GMAT and ICET for last 23 years. Now I am going to discuss how to prepare TS ICET 2024 and what is the syllabus for ICET exam and how to prepare for getting a below 100 rank or below 1000 rank. And now we are going to discuss what is a TS ICET, what is the paper pattern, how many questions they will give, what is the time limit and how many seats are there. You will discuss one by one. So the number of questions are 200 questions. These 200 questions are MCQ questions. These 200 questions divided into 3 sections. One is a section A. So section A is the analytical ability, that is called reasoning ability, 75 questions. Second one is section B. Section B is a mathematical ability, that is 75 questions. And third one is section C. So section C is a communication ability, 50 questions. So these 200 questions are divided into 3 sections, section A, section B and section C. And there is a no time limit for each section. So you can take first section B or section C or section A. We can take and you can write it. And all are the MCQ questions, multiple choice questions. That means each question contain 4 options, choice 1, choice 2 and choice 3 and choice 4. We have to choose the correct answer. We have to click it and save and we have to move to the next question. So this is the number of questions of TS ICET. And what are the marks? So there are the 200 total maximum marks in the ICET exam is 200 marks. That means 200 MCQ questions, 200 marks. That means each question carries 1 mark. Each question carries 1 mark. And there is a no negative mark. There is a no negative mark means you can attempt all the 200 questions irrespective of the question is you are clicking on right option or wrong option. We can click all the 200 questions because there is a no negative mark. If your answer is guessing answer is a correct, you can get a 1 mark. Your guessing answer is a wrong, then you will not get any negative marks. Right students? And time limit is 2 hours 30 minutes. That means these 200 questions we have to complete in 2 hours 30 minutes. So 2 hours 30 minutes means it is a 150 minutes. So 200 questions 150 minutes we have to complete. That means each question carries 45 seconds. So we have to complete each question in 45 seconds. So in this 200 questions, let us take section C for in communication ability. For this you no need to spend 45 seconds. If you are very good in English, we can answer within the 10 seconds. Similarly, it's reasoning ability. Reasoning ability also it will not take a more time. The only time taking is section B. So section B, each question depends on your calculation. It will take 1 minute or 2 minutes. So that's what speed and practice is very important to crack any online entrance exam or competitive exam. So 200 questions, 200 marks and 2.5 hours time and negative mark. And the exam will be online mode. So we have to write exam in online mode. So generally TS ICET conducting in 2 days. So in the 2 days they will conduct the slot 1 and slot 2. So slot 1 starts from the 10 o'clock to 12:30 and slot 2 starts from the 2 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. We have to reach the examination center before 1 hour. And second day also there is a slot 1 and slot 2. So 10 to 12:30 and 2 p.m. to 4:30. It is an online based exam. And the qualifying marks for this exam is 25%. That means out of 200 marks, if you get 50 marks, then you can get a rank card. So they will say you are a qualified, so they will give the rank. Suppose if you don't get a 50 marks above and if you got less than 50 marks, then they will say not qualified. They will say not qualified. So these conditions only for general category students and BC category students. But there is a no cutoff marks for reserve candidates like SC candidates and ST candidates. So these reserve candidates, there is a no cutoff marks. If you just get any number of marks, they can get a rank. But general category students and backward category students, we have to get minimum 50 marks to get a rank. And coming to the number of seats in TS ICET, there are the MBA seats 20,481 seats are there, and MCA seats 2,370 all Telangana state. So these seats comparing to the till 2022. In 2023 they added 3,060 seats for MBA course and 2,700 seats for MCA course. So these are the new courses, the seats they added in 2023, but previously 2022 these are the seats related to MBA course and MCA course. Now coming to the what is the competition. If you look at the competition, so 2023 there are the 90,000 students, 70,000 students wrote the ICET exam. So out of 70,000 students, so 59 students or 61 students are qualified. 61,000 students are qualified. Out of 61,000 students, only 25,733 students only got admission. That means there are the limited seats. So all the 61,000 students will not get the admission because there are the 25,733 seats only. So all the seats are allotted for 25,733. So competition will be very, very high. So every seat we can expect a 1:3 ratio. That means for every 3 students you are writing ICET exam, 1 student will get admission and 2 students will not get admission. And that if you want to get admission into Hyderabad colleges, right, and top colleges, you have to get below 5,000 rank. If you get below 5,000 rank, you can get definitely good colleges. Okay now friends. Now coming to the exam pattern. So if you look at the ICET, already I discussed, there are the 200 questions. So these 200 questions we can see in 3 sections. One is analytical ability, 75 questions, 75 marks. Second one is mathematical ability, 75 questions and 75 marks. Communication ability, 50 questions and 50 marks. In this case, just I will explain what are the different category students. So there is a minimum score. Suppose if you don't prepare anything and just you have some basic knowledge on these 3 areas, and if you write the exam, minimum score how much will get, and average student how much get, and a top student how much get. So out of 75 questions in analytical ability, a minimum knowledge students can score easily 30 marks. If you just have a minimum common sense and if you write a ICET exam, you can get a minimum score of 30. And average score you can get a 45 to 55. This is the average score. Suppose if you are took a coaching or if you register any online course and if you are preparing self seriously, then average preparation student can score 45 to 55 marks. And top student, those are very good in this reasoning ability, they can score 65 plus easily. So the top score is 65 to 75 you can score. Alright students, coming to the mathematical ability. So this is the difficult for most of non-math students. For example, a student studied for BA, a student studied for BCom. So for those called as non-math students, for the non-math students, this mathematical ability is somewhat difficult. But if you practice continuously, we can score minimum score of 20 marks. So here minimum student get 20 marks and average score in this will be 40 to 50 marks. This is the average score you can get, and top student can score 60 marks plus. So this is the time taking, but if you are practicing regularly, a minimum score will be 20 and average score will be 40 to 50 and top score will be 60. And coming to the communication ability, if you look at the communication ability, so minimum score we can get a 20 marks, and maximum score average student get 30 to 40 marks, and a top student can score easily 45 plus or 40 plus score you can get. Right students, so if you look at, these are the minimum scores. If you add all the minimum score, the minimum score will be 70 marks. Just if you have a knowledge on the analytical ability and mathematical ability, communication ability, and if you are preparing seriously before 1 month exam or before 2 months or 3 months, you can score easily 70 marks. If you get a score of 70 marks, your rank will be around 10,000 to 20,000 rank will be there. Around 20,000, 10,000 to 20,000. It's based on the level of difficulty paper. And if you coming to the average score, so average student how many marks he can get means here 70 plus 40, 85, 115. So 1152, here 50, 55, 145. An average students can score 1152 to 145. If you get 1152 to 145, your rank will be below 1000. Your rank will be below 1000 you can get if you get a score of 115 to 145. And top students 65, 60, 165. If you score the 165, you will be top 10. So 1 to 10 ranks will come. Okay now students, so this is the last 23 years ICET exams, those who wrote the ICET exam, those marks. So minimum score 70 marks, you can get a rank of 20 to 10 to 20k, and if your marks are 115 to 145, you can get a 1000 rank, and if you get a 165, you will get a top ranks like 1 to 10 students. Now we will discuss what are the syllabus in the each section in the next slide. Now look at this slide. So now if you look at this one, so analytical ability already I told there are the 75 questions and 75 marks. So these 75 questions, 75 marks, how they split it. So first one is data sufficiency, whether you are writing slot 1 or slot 2 or day 1 or day 2. The first questions 1 to 20 questions belongs to question number 1 to 20. So question number 1 to 20 is belongs to data sufficiency, right? And series means 25 questions. In the series 25 questions, we can see number and letter analogy 10 questions, odd thing out 5 questions, and number and letter series 10 questions. So in these 10 questions, this number and letter analogy, we can get a question number 21 to 30, and odd man out, we can see question number 31 to 35, and number and letter series, we can see the question number from 36 to 45. So this is the last 23 years pattern, right? So till question number 36 to 45, number and letter analogy and series. Now coming to the data analysis. So in the data analysis, they will give the table, line graph or bar diagram 3 questions, and pie chart till 2022. Pie chart they asked 5 questions, and these are the 3 questions and these are the 2 questions. But in 2023, the pattern changed. So they are asking table and line diagram, bar diagram 3 questions, and pie chart 3 questions, and Venn diagram 4 questions. So you can get 2023 in different weightage. So here 3 marks, here 4 marks, here 3 marks you can get, or here 3 marks, here 2 marks, here 5 marks, anything you can get. But data analysis is a 10 questions. So this data analysis you can see question number 46 to question number 55. So this is the data analysis. And coding decoding 10 questions, we can see the question number 56 to question number 65. And the last one is date time arrangement. This is the combination of all the concepts like calendar problem. So calendar, they are asking the 1 question, and clocks, they are asking the 2 questions, and blood relations, they are asking 1 questions, and arrival and departures, they are asking the 2 questions. Here 1 or 2 questions. Here arrival departure, they can ask the 3 questions, and symbols and arrangements, they can ask the 3 questions. But sitting arrangement, they are asking 1 question. But compulsory, they are asking symbols and notations 3 marks, and clocks 2 marks, and calendar 1 mark. These 6 marks. Remaining 4 marks, they can distribute it into these categories. So blood relation, if they ask 1 question, sitting arrangement 2 questions, and arrivals and departures are 2 questions. Or if they ask arrival departure 2 questions, sitting arrangement 1 question, and blood relation 1 question. But total from these all the topics, you can get a 10 questions. Here question number 66 to 75. Right, students? So this is the question numbers wise. So we can remember, suppose you are very good in data analysis, then go for directly question number, click on question number 46 to 55. Click the complete the data analysis. Then coming to the coding decoding. If you are very good in coding decoding, then click the question number 56 to 65 and complete the coding decoding. You no need to write the exam like question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 75. No need. If you are very good in one particular topic, click on the question number and complete the test. So most of the students, what they will do means, first they will go for the coding decoding 10 questions 56 to 65. They will complete because it is a very easy. Then they will come to the question number 21 to 30. So 21 to 45, they will click these questions. They will complete these 25 questions. Once these 25 questions over, then go for the time and arrangement. They will complete the 10 questions. Once completing coding decoding, data analysis, series, then last you can attempt the data sufficiency. Or otherwise, if you don't know anything data sufficiency, keep all the first options. 5 C, the third option, we can finish these 20 questions within 5 minutes. If we keep all our C options, minimum 8 questions or 10 questions will be correct. So don't spend more time on the data sufficiency because it's very difficult, and we should have a good subject knowledge on arithmetic as well as mathematics. So if you want attempt analytical ability, my suggestion is first to prepare for number and letter series. So complete this series within the 10 minutes. While you are practicing, try to look at this all the letter series. 25 questions we have to complete in 10 minutes or maximum 10 minutes to 15 minutes we have to complete. Once series is over, then series related immediately coding decoding will be there. Then go for the coding decoding. So coding decoding also 10 minutes we can complete 10 questions. So here 10 minutes over, then immediately come to the data analysis. If you come to the data analysis, take the 10 minutes. So totally 30 minutes over, and time, date, arrangement. In this one you can do easily clocks problem, calendar problem, symbols and notations. So it will take, so come to the data, date and arrangement and time problems. So these problems try to complete in 10 minutes. And coming to the data sufficiency, I am telling that don't spend more time on the data sufficiency. If you are spending on more time on data sufficiency, your exam will be gone. So only spend maximum time 10 to 15 minutes. Come to the last data sufficiency, attempt to 10 to 15 minutes. So this entire exam we have to complete maximum 50 minutes time. We should not take maximum 15 minutes. Suppose if you don't know anything data sufficiency, you are failing, you are facing difficulties while you are preparing or while you are practicing data sufficiency questions. What I told, keep all the options are C. You can get a minimum 6 to 8 questions correct. Right students, out of 26 to 8, that we can complete within 2 to 5 minutes. Right students, that is a suggestion I can give for data sufficiency. Rest of these questions we have to work out and we have to complete seriously. So this entire question we have to complete within the, we have to complete this entire series within 50 minutes. We have to complete, students. All right, is there any doubts, all the friends? So this is the structure you can write on your notebook, and while you are preparing, keep this time limits and order. It should be like this: first attempt series, then coding decoding and data analysis, and last time date arrangement problems, last finally data sum. Or you can keep it this is the first only. Okay, keep, because you don't do sincerely, so directly you can write 5 minutes, all the questions are kept CCCC. Now coming to the section B, mathematical ability. So mathematical ability is the one of the toughest area in ICET exam for most of non-math students who are BA, BCom and BBA, right students? But if you continuously practice, we can score easily 35 to 45 or 30 to 50 marks if you have a dedication preparation, right students? So this mathematical ability, they divided into two types. One is the arithmetical ability. So arithmetic ability have a 35 questions and 35 marks. These are the topics. Indices, we can get a 2 questions. These 2 questions are question number 76 to 78, we can get 77. And ratio proportion, you will get a 2 questions. These 2 questions you can see question number 78 and 79. And sirs, 2 questions or 3 questions they can ask. So you can see the question number 79. So here you can see 80 and 81. And numbers is very important. So you will get 8 marks. So these 8 questions you can see question number 82 to question number 89. So these questions you can see question number 80 to 89. And these are the percentage you can see question number 90 and 91. And profit and loss you can see the question number 92 and 93. And partnership you can see the question number 94 and 95. And pipes and cistern you can see the question number 96 and 97. And time and distance you can see the question number 98 and 99. And time and work you can see the question number 100 and 101. And this is also one of the very important maximum scoring, that is the mensuration. Mensuration you can see the question number 102 to 108. And last, modular arithmetic, they can ask anything, either modular based questions or they can ask the numbers related questions, that is the question number 109 to 110, right students? So these are the question number series last 20 years. If you look at the last previous year question papers, so these are the question numbers. Suppose if you are very good at mensuration, then go for 102 to 108. Suppose if you are very good at percentage, profit and loss, partnership, then start your question number 90 to 91. Or if you are very good at pipes and cistern, time and distance, time and work, then go for the 96 to 101. So while you are preparing, we should remember these question numbers, because you can click on question number, you can attempt the questions instead of scrolling the each question. Alright students, and how to prepare this mathematical arithmetical ability in this preparation. So generally these questions are based on 8th to 10th class commercial maths. So 8th to 10th class commercial maths means these all the topics you learned in the 8th to 10th class, but the level of questions there is different. Here the level of questions are level order. So take any best book in the market and prepare this all the concepts. So if you prepare this all the concepts easily for BCom students and BBA students and BSc students, you can get easily 35 marks. You can score easily 20 to 30 marks you can score if you are very good in this 8 topics. So especially numbers and values, mensuration. So numbers and mensuration, if you did perfectly, we can get 8 to 7, so 15 questions, additionally 5 questions. So only if you prepare these 2 topics, so numbers and mensuration, if you prepare only these 2 topics, you can get actual weightage is a 15 marks, but in data sufficiency you can see 5 marks, in arithmetic mathematical ability, you can see the 3 marks. So totally you can get it 23 plus questions you can get out of 75. So every day we should look at these two topics perfectly. So apart from this, we can divide into another two groups. So this is the one group you have to take it, numbers and mensuration. So 23 marks. Second group is, if you are very good at percentages, take percentages and profit and loss and partnership and ratio proportion. So from this 4 topic you can get 8 questions. So like this you can divide into parts wise, you can start your preparation. And third group is like time and work and time and distance and pipes. Time and work, time and distance and pipes. So these 6 questions will come. And last difficult, that is the indices and sorts. So indices sorts means if you are 10th class, maths is excellent. If you are very good student in 10th maths, then you can score easily 5 questions, right? But if you are non-maths and you forget, these questions are very difficult to answer and time taking. So that's why these indices and sorts we can attempt last. And always your preparation divide into 3 parts. One is numbers and mensuration is the 1 week you can prepare, and time and work, time and distance and pipes and system 1 week you can prepare, and percentage, profit and loss, partnership and ratios we can prepare 1 week. So like that weekly if you prepare in this 4 months of time or 3 months of time, so we can score very easily 20 to 30 marks in the arithmetical ability. So okay now friends, so prepare very seriously, take any best book and prepare this all the questions. Regularly practice. Now coming to the algebra and geometrical ability. So if you look at the algebra geometrical ability, till 20 ICET is introduced in the 2001. So 2001 to 2022 there is a particular syllabus. But in 2021, so in 2022 they changed the syllabus. So 22 onwards they reduced the sum of the mathematical syllabus, because more number of students are BCom and BBA students are attending. So because of that, or because of preparation, whatever thing, they reduced the syllabus. So in this syllabus, these are the topics, new topics from the 2022 onwards. So they are the sets till 2021 2022. What are the topics will be there means, like functions will be there, and relations will be there, like statements will be there, like limits will be there, and like derivatives will be there, matrices will be there, like that pure maths related topics will be there. So these topics they reduced, they eliminated. So if you see any old papers, generally most of the students they will purchase the test papers in the bookshops and they will prepare, but syllabus has changed. So don't prepare the topics like functions related questions, don't prepare, and relations questions don't prepare, and statements related questions don't prepare, and limits and derivatives don't prepare, and matrices don't prepare. They changed the syllabus in 2022. Now from 2022 and 2023, so they gave this pattern of syllabus. So first they are asking the sets. So sets will be 2 questions, and then they are asking the polynomials. So question numbers compared to the 22, 23, they are jumbling the questions. So in this case, I cannot give the exactly question numbers, right? But the weightage I can say exactly. So sets are 2 questions, polynomials are 2 questions, remainder theorem and sequence 3 questions, and linear equations 2 questions, algebraic expressions 1 questions, and arithmetic and geometric progression 2 questions, trigonometry ratios, total trigonometry they are asking 5 questions. So this is the most important for BSc students. If you are very good in trigonometry, you can score easily 5 questions. Plane geometry, lines and triangles, plane geometry, quadrilaterals, plane geometry, circles. From this they will ask the 5 questions. So I have seen question papers in the last year and before last year. So sometimes they can ask a questions from the pure geometry like a lines and triangles and quadrilateral circles. Sometimes instead of asking the pure geometry, they are asking the mensuration questions also. So mensuration is the one of the very important topic in ICET exam. So you can get 7 questions in the arithmetical ability and 3 questions in the data sufficiency. And here if they don't give the questions from the geometry, then you can see the mensuration questions. So here we can see 5 questions. And plane geometry is a very coordinate geometry is a very important topic according to the new syllabus. They are asking 8 questions. So if you look at the 2023 paper, they asked 8 questions. So how to prepare these 8 questions means very important. If you want to prepare for this and this and these topics, take any 10th class textbook. Take any 10th class textbook, or if you are very good in 9th class also, we can take 9th class and 10th class textbook and prepare all the concepts. If you prepare all the concepts, you can remember very easily basics. For example, if you look at the coordinate geometry, hardly there are the 20 to 25 formulas. If you prepare all the 25 formulas, you can answer easily 8 questions. Similarly, trigonometry also very important. If you prepare the 10th class textbook trigonometry, you can answer very easily. All these topics, especially algebra and geometrical ability, for BSc students already we studied, we touch with the maths, but if you want to basics level, so take it 9th class and 10th class, any level, either state level textbook or CBSE level textbook, you can take it and prepare this all the topics so that you can improve your basics concepts. And for non-math students, for BA and BCom also, we can take any 10th class, 9th class and prepare the basics. If you prepare the basics, you can learn the formulas. Once your formulas are perfect, you can answer. Or the best choice is take any polytechnic guide. So any polytechnic entrance guide, if you take it in the polytechnic entrance guide, they will give you objective based questions only. So practice all the basic questions. So if you want to prepare for the arithmetic, take a best book in the market and prepare all the topics. And if you want to prepare for algebra and geometrical ability, take 9th class and 10th class textbook. Along with that, take one polytechnic entrance guide. So take a polytechnic entrance guide and practice all objective type questions. So in this case, for non-math students, scoring is difficult, but if you practice regularly, we can score very easily 10 to 15 marks. And if you are very good in these topics, you can score 20 to 25 marks. Right students, so the score in this area is for non-math students, you can score easily 10 to 15, and for mathematics students who are very good in this 10th class maths, they can score easily 20 to 25 marks. So this is the one of the important. And suppose I will give one idea, sir, I can't do anything, means better to leave this one. Keep all the 30 questions as any one of your favorite option. Like your favorite option is A, keep all 30 questions as A. Suppose your favorite option is B, keep all 30 questions are B. Or if favorite option is C or D, keep all. But don't keep first option is A, second question is B, third question is C, fourth question D. In that case, we cannot get a marks. But if you keep all 30 questions as a one option, at least you can get a 5 to 6 questions correctly. Because there is a no negative mark. If you attempt a wrong answer also, you will not get a negative mark. Okay. So right, if you are very good and solve these questions, if you are not good, you not touched anything, don't leave these 30 questions with empty options. Keep any one of the, only one option you can keep entire 30 questions. Then you can get a minimum 5 to 6 questions, or luckily 10 questions also we can get it. And coming to the statistical ability, this is the 10 questions and 10 marks. If you look at the 10 questions and 10 marks, so this one is, for example, previously 2022 till 2022, they are asking statistics is 5 questions and probability is 5 questions. But after changing the new syllabus 2022, they are asking statistical ability 6 to 7 questions and probability only 3 to 4 questions. But if you look at the last 23-year question paper, all the 4 slots, they asked statistics 7 questions and probability only 3 questions. These statistics also we can get all the concepts from the 9th class textbook and 10th class textbook. So take 9th and 10th textbook and prepare this all the concepts. Easily you can score 15 to 20 marks and average score. Okay students, and all the BCom and BBA and non-math students, don't fear about this syllabus. If you prepare these basics, you can get very easily. Now coming to the communication ability. So most of the students know English very well. This is not very difficult. So if you have a minimum communication knowledge, minimum knowledge in English, we can score good score in the communication ability. So first they are asking 5 questions on the meaning, and synonym and antonyms 5 questions and 5 marks, and verbs 5 questions and 5 marks, and verbs and idioms 5 questions, articles and prepositions 5 questions, computer terminology 5 questions, business terminology 5 questions, comprehension 3 passages 15 marks. So how to score this one means, first while you are practicing, go to immediately computer terminology and business terminology. Complete these questions 5 minutes. Once you have completed computer terminology and business terminology, then go for the verbs and idioms and articles. So these 15 questions you can finish within the 5 to 10 minutes. After completing these, then go for the reading comprehension. So reading comprehension 15 minutes, take a 15 minutes. And these meanings and synonyms you can complete within 1 or 2 minutes. Within a maximum 5 minutes you can take it. So entirely this communication ability we have to complete within 30 minutes. Okay students, so it depends on your English knowledge. So but if you attempt some questions, you can get a minimum score of 10 to 15 marks students, and maximum score you can get 45 marks. For this, take any grammar book in a market and prepare this all. Reading comprehension, if you are very good in reading skills, then you can answer easily 15 questions. Computer terminology, nowadays everybody know the computers, so they can ask easily, so you can answer easily 5 out of 5. But business terminology is the difficult, so don't concentrate more time on the business terminology, because we don't know what they can ask. Similarly, grammar is easy, they can ask articles and everything, you can answer. Synonyms and meanings, don't spend more time for your preparation, only spend on computer terminology, comprehension and functional grammar. Now coming to the preparation plan. Suppose if you have the 4 months time, how to prepare? If you have the 3 months time, how to prepare? If you have the 2 months time, how to prepare? We have the 1 month time, how to prepare? Suppose if you have the 4 months time. Suppose if you have the 4 months time, according to your college timings and college syllabus, take 2 hours daily. 2 hours is sufficient. So while you are taking the 2 hours, we can split into 3 types. So first 3 days we can prepare for the reasoning, and next 3 days we can prepare for the maths or arithmetic, and last 1 day we can prepare for the English section. So like this we can split into your 7 days, like 3 days and 1 day. So reading comprehension, reasoning and arithmetic ability and English. So daily 2 hours for 4 months is sufficient. Suppose you have the 3 months time. Suppose if you have a 3 months time, then you have to increase your speed. So at least daily 2 to 3 hours you have to prepare. So how to prepare 2 to 3 hours means, take 2 hours for subject knowledge and 1 hour for practice. So if you have the practice, then you can improve your speed as well as number of questions also. And if you have the 2 months time period, so 2 months time period means minimum 4 hours you have to require. So minimum 4 hours required. So 2 hours for arithmetic, 2 hours for reasoning you can prepare. And here also, if you prepare 3 hours, compulsory 1 hour we have to keep for practice. Without practice we can't improve your speed and calculation. And last 1 month, if you have a last 1 month, then you have to split minimum 5 hours, because syllabus is very high. We have to prepare for arithmetic, we have to prepare for reasoning, we have to prepare for mathematics, we have to prepare for English. So 5 hours time period. In this 5 hours we have to practice 4 hours for subject and 1 hour for practice. But before 2 weeks also we can prepare, before 1 week also prepare, right? So minimum 1 week preparation is sufficient to get a good rank in examination, that too you are extraordinary student. If you are extraordinary, then 1 week or 2 weeks is sufficient. But you are average student, then 3 months to 4 months is important. If you are above average student, 2 months preparation is sufficient. So if you want to get 4 months and get below 1000 rank, start preparation from 4 months. If you want to get below 5000 rank, 3 months. If you want to get below 2 months, right, you can get a below 1000, depends on. I'm not giving guarantees, or if I prepare 4 months before, can I get 1000 rank? So it is just depends on your practice and your hard work. So you can get, because 4 months means you have a lot of time, so scope, probability of getting good rank is high. Here also probability. So always getting a rank depends on our hard work and time. So it's not a time period like 4 months or 5 months or 3 months. Some students, if they prepare for 1 year also, they may not get a good rank. Some students, very good grasping power and very good intelligent students, they can prepare 1 month and they will go right and get a good rank. It based on the students. So if a student preparation is good, they can get. So my plan is minimum 4 months to 1 week or 2 weeks sufficient to prepare for TS ICET exam. Now, how to split your time, how to prepare for your part A, part B, part C. So I'm taking the scoring areas. If you look at the scoring areas, so how to get a good scores. So good score area is, one is a part A and the second one is part C. So these two sections are very good scoring areas. Whether you are a BA student, BCom student, or a BBA students or BSc students, any stream, the scoring areas are part A and part C. So part C, we can practice grammar weekly 2 days or 3 days, but you can get easily 30 to 40 marks if you are very good in English, because nowadays most of the students studied in English medium only. So you can have minimum knowledge on functional grammar and reading comprehension and computer terminology. So easily we can score 30 to 40 marks. Coming to part A, so how to prepare. So keep mostly concentration on letter series and letter analogy and coding decoding. So this is very easy, only based on English alphabetas from A to Z, and the logics behind this question, if you understand, we can get easily 15 questions. So letter series, letter analogy, coding decoding, if you practice, you can get a 15 questions. And coming to the number series and number analogy, it depends on the lot of concepts. Lot of concepts you have to learn in the number series and number analogy. For that you can take any best book or any course and you can learn the techniques how to identify number series questions and number analogy questions. And odd man out. Odd man out very easily you can score. So this is the 5 out of 5 you can score. So in the reasoning section, number analysis, letter series, concentrating on, instead of number series and number analogy, concentrate on letter series, letter analogy, coding decoding, odd man out. Once you complete this one, out of 25 we can score 15 to 20. And number series and number analogy, it depends. There are the lot of concepts you have to learn for cracking the number series and number analogy. Once this topic is over, your reasoning preparation, then start preparing for data interpretation. So data interpretation also we have to learn 3 concepts. One is the line diagrams, second one is the bar diagrams, third one is the data diagrams, and fourth one is the pie chart. These diagrams, if you practice perfectly, you can get 4 marks to 6 marks. Right, students? And second thing is Venn diagram. Sometimes Venn diagram they can give a based on diagram questions. Sometimes they are giving the set theory based questions. So if you are perfect about these concepts, then you can get 10 out of 10 questions. Okay dear friends, so once you are completing for letter series, letterology, coding, decoding, then go for the data interpretations. Once you are completing the data interpretation, then go for the calendars. Calendar, they will ask only one question. Don't go for very deeply calendars concepts. So only they will ask very basic level questions, one question. And clocks, they are asking the two questions. So two questions you can get very easily. And after completing clocks and calendars, then go for the symbols and notations. Symbols and notations, 3 questions will come. After that, go for the remaining concepts, blood relations, sitting arrangements, departures, arrivals, like that they can ask. It's a basic knowledge. If you have minimum idea, you can get. But prepare these 3 concepts perfectly. You can get 6 questions out of 10 questions. Remaining 4 questions, it depends on. You can answer very easily. So this is the entirely part A preparation. So part A preparation, we can finish maximum 1 month time. It depends on the student's understanding level. So out of this one, you can score easily 40 marks to 55. If you are very good in data sufficiency, your score will be increased to 60 plus. This data sufficiency, when we have to prepare. So this all data sufficiency depends on the arithmetic ability. They will ask 10 questions, and mathematical ability 5 questions, and reasoning ability 5 questions. So if you are very good on the subject knowledge of arithmetic and mathematics and reasoning, you can score data sufficiency. But I'm telling, don't give more stress on the data sufficiency. I told already shortcuts. If you are very good, do that one, or otherwise keep all the same options. You can score minimum 6 to 10 questions. Right, so rest of these topics you have to prepare and practice. Then only you can score very easily in part A. And part C also, prepare grammar regularly or reading comprehension regularly. We can score easily 30 to 40 marks. So from these 2 areas, part A and part C, if you score part A minimum 30 marks and here minimum 20 marks. So you can cut off easily 50 questions. And maximum you can score here 65 plus. Here maximum 45 plus, 40 plus. So you can score 105. Easily your rank will be below 1000 or below 1500. If you are extremely strong, so concentrate these 2. And coming to the part B. So if you look at the part B, it's very important. Already I told. So part B is good for some math students and not good for non-math students. But non-math students also, if you do hard work, you can get a part B. Already I told there are the 75 questions. How to prepare these 75 questions? I am telling frankly, take a 9th class textbook and 10th class textbook and one Polytechnic entrance objective questions guide. Then take that one and prepare these 3 basics. Then topics which are giving the more weightage and very easy. One is statistics. Complete the statistics. You can get a 7 marks. Then second one is prepare for numbers. You will get a 8 marks. Then prepare for the mensuration. You will get a 7 to 12 marks. And prepare for coordinate geometry. You will get a 8 marks. If you are a mathematics student, very good in trigonometry, prepare for the trigonometry also. 5 questions. So in part B, only concentrate these topics. One is the statistics, second one is numbers, third one is the mensuration, fourth one is coordinate geometry, fifth one is trigonometry. So if you score this one, we can get 14 plus 8, 22, 22 plus 8, 30, 30 plus 5, 35 marks you will get it. So only these 5 topics, 35 marks. Out of 35 marks, hardly we can get 25 to 30 marks also. Right? Worst case, 20 marks. Average case, 25 to 30. Excellent, 35 out of 35. Only prepare for these 5 topics. Apart from these 5 topics, if you want to prepare for, next one is profit and loss, percentages and profit and loss, partnership, and time and work, and time and distance, and pipes, and ratios. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 topics. In these 7 topics, 7 2s are 14. Apart from this, pure maths, if you are very good in the sets, prepare for the sets, and if you are very good in quadratic equation or polynomials, prepare for polynomials. If you are very good at basic geometry, but geometry I am not giving surety. If they ask 5 questions, otherwise those 5 questions they are asking from the mensuration, right? So prepare this one, you will get a 5 to 6 questions. So either you can prepare these 5 topics perfectly, get 35. If you are non-maths and BA not touchable maths from last 5 years, then go for these topics and perfect, you will get a 14 and 15. So for this we required lot of practice. Once you understand the topic, you have to write number of tests. Once you write the number of tests or number of practice on these topics, you will get easily 35 to 55. Easily you can score. Right students, this is area which gives the rank. Right students, if you want to get a below 100 or below 500 or below 1000, if you want to get below 100 or below 500 or below 1000, this part will decide, because it is a decision maker. So if you are very good, here 35 marks, here 14 marks, so 50 marks. Already I told that part A you can get 40 marks, and part B you can get, part C you can get 20 marks, and part B, part A, part C, part B. Part B if you score 35 2, then your score will be 95 plus will come. Once you reach your score 110, then automatically you can get below 500 or below 1000 rank students. So those who want to get a good colleges, those who want to get a rank less than 1000, start your preparation now onwards on part B areas. Alright, so these are the topics we have to prepare continuously. Next, last 1 month before, what you should do. So once you prepare all the syllabus, so last 1 month or last 1 week or last 2 weeks or last 15 days, 20 days, what we should do? Write number of mock tests. Write number of mock tests. This is the last 1 month we have to do it. If you write number of mock tests, what will happen? You don't know anything, but if you write the test and keep all the options are same option, all the question answers are same option, or solve some of the question and some of the questions which you don't know, keep one option, then your score, minimum score will be 60 to 70 marks. Suppose first day when you are writing a mock test, not leaving any one of the question, you will get a minimum score of 60 to 70 marks. That means your rank will be below 40,000. By practicing every day, by writing everyday tests, the score will be increased. So within last month, that means within 30 days, if you write 20 mock tests, if you write 20 mock tests last 30 days or as many as tests, suppose if you have a 40 tests, if you have a 30 days, daily 2 tests, 60 tests also, daily 3 tests, 90 tests, anything. So if you write daily 1 test, you can do maximum 30 tests. If you do daily 2 tests, you can do maximum 50 to 60. So if you write initial score is 60 to 70, if you write these mock tests in these 30 days, every day if you increase 1 mark to 2 marks, so your score will be 90 to 120 marks will be increased. This is my last 23 years of teaching experience I am telling. So last 1 month if you write the number of mock tests, your initial score from 60 to it increased to 90 to 120 marks. So that's why last 1 month preparation is a very serious preparation for cracking the ICET exam below 1000 rank or 100 rank students. So practice this all things, practice, and I'm telling, if you want to get a good rank, if you want to get a good admission, take a best book or best study material or best online teaching, best offline teaching, and spend 3 months or 2 months preparation and get a below 1000 or 100 rank, so that you can get a top colleges, and placements also will be in the air in top colleges. So no worry about placements after your graduation, post graduation of MBA and MCA students, right? Now finally I'm telling, so if you want to go for the online live sessions, this is my fee structure. You can attend the 3000 and you can WhatsApp these courses. This you will get a depth knowledge of concepts I can give you. So if you prepare this online live sessions every day, that is sufficient to get below 1000 rank. No sir, we don't have a time, we have a college work or other part-time jobs, you can't do it, means better to take online live courses. It is I am giving for 1000 rupees only. For 1000 rupees you can get for this entire course fees. So if you have any doubts, you can call for this WhatsApp, this number 8688547953, and I am also sharing my WhatsApp number and also my app link in the description, so we can contact further details. Thank you.